Welcome to our online program. My name is Dr. Saidi from Muhimbili University of Health and Allied Science. Na today katika series za biology, leo tutaendelea na topic ya transport. Topic namba 8 katika biology ambayo ni transport in living organism. In general, as we know that living organism ambao ni multicellular complex, one organ and another are well separated. Therefore, there have to be transport of material from one region of the body to the next. Okay, for example, the transport of chemical messenger hormone from site of secretion like pituitary gland to the site of action, transport of water within the body, also distribution of temperature, all as a form of transport. Okay, let's take a look at the general concept. In living organism, material have to be transported between living cell or tissue. Therefore, material have to be transported between one cell and another, or between one tissue and another. Material are transported by either diffusion or osmosis, because the type of transport can either be passive transport or active transport. In passive transport, material are transported without consuming energy. However, in active transport, material are transported by consuming or by using energy in the form of ATP. Okay, so material are transported by either diffusion or osmosis. Diffusion and osmosis, these are the form of passive transport, in which material are transported without consuming energy. And the active transport, this is the form of active transport, is a form of transport in which material are transported with the consumption of energy in the form of ATP. Let's take a look at the type of transport. We have passive transport, as we said, and active transport. In passive transport, by definition, is a movement of molecules or ions and other substances across the cell membrane along or down their concentration gradient. So in passive transport, material move from one point to another, or from one cell to another, down or along their concentration gradient. When we say along or down their concentration gradient, here we mean that material move from a region of high concentration to that of low concentrations through concentration gradient. Okay, so general concept of passive transport, this is a form of transport ambapo kwamba material yana move kutoka kwenye seli moja kwenda kwenye seli nyingine kwa kutokana na utofauti wa concentration au kiwango cha hayo material baina ya seli hizo mbili. Kwa maana nasema kwamba material move along or down the concentration gradient. When we say along or down means following through. Yani material yatamove kutoka kwenye region of high to that of low concentration. Okay, ndio maana nasema down, maana following their concentration gradient. Na concentration gradient ni utofauti wa kiwango au wa concentration baina ya two side of the membrane au baina ya two cells au baina ya two region of the body. Okay, let's take a look at the type of passive transport. We have two main kind of passive transport, which are diffusion and osmosis. Let's take a look at the diffusion. Diffusion is a net movement of material from the area of the high concentration to the area of low concentration down their concentration gradient. So in diffusion, material move from a region. Any type of material, can be gaseous material, can be solid material, okay, can be liquid form. Any type of material, movement of material from a region of high concentration to that of low concentration without consuming energy. Such type of transporting or of passive transport is referred as diffusion. So in diffusion, any type of material move from a region of high concentration to that of low concentration across a cell surface membrane. Okay, let's take a look at the terminology. Concentration gradient. Concentration gradient is a difference in concentration between the two sides of the membrane, or between one cell and another, or between two regions of the body. That is what is known as concentration gradient. So concentration gradient is a difference of concentration between the two areas, or between the two cells, or between the two regions of the body. Okay, for example, a good example is osmosis. Gases exchange in osmosis take place by diffusion. Gases exchange in osmosis. Organism kwa mfano kama osmosis anapata oxygen from the surrounding by diffusion of material. Oxygen ina diffuse from external surrounding and ingia within the body within the body of the organism, also by diffusion. Okay, let's take a look at the type of diffusion. Here we have simple diffusion and also we have facilitated diffusion. Be careful, these two types of diffusion are very important. In simple diffusion, the general concept is that material moves from one cell to another cell through membrane pore. As we know that the cell surface membrane has special pore. This pore allows the passage of material, of simple material or small molecule from one cell to another. That is what is termed as simple diffusion. So is a passive movement of solute from any area of high concentration to the area of low concentration until the concentration gradient of the solute is uniform throughout. So in simple diffusion, if you have cell A and cell B, and cell A is highly concentrated as compared to cell B, therefore material will move from cell A to cell B through the pore between the cell surface membrane until the two concentration of the cell A and B become equal or uniform, and then diffusion stops. That is a simple diffusion. So in simple diffusion, material move from one cell to another, and then when the concentration gradient between the two cells is 0, the diffusion stop. Okay, that is a simple diffusion. Kwa hiyo katika simple diffusion, material na move kupitia membrane pore from one cell to another cell. That is a simple diffusion. But in facilitated diffusion, here material move from one cell to another, and this always involves large molecules or complex molecules. Material move from one cell to another, but large molecule cannot pass through the membrane pore. Therefore, they have to be carried by protein molecule within the cell surface membrane. So this type of diffusion involves transport of material from one cell to another, but through carrier protein or through channel protein, okay, with the aid of protein molecules. Protein molecule carries the molecule to be transported from one cell to another. Kwa katika facilitated diffusion ni kwamba material inakuwa moved kutoka kwenye seli moja kwenda kwenye seli nyingine kwa kutumia transport protein. Protein hizo ambazo zinapatikana katika cell surface membrane, na inawezekana zikawa carrier protein ambazo zinatumia energy au channel protein ambazo hizi material yanapita lakini without consuming energy. Okay, so by definition, also facilitated diffusion is known as carrier mediated diffusion. So it's a passive transport of solute across the cell surface membrane via special transport protein that are embedded within the cellular membrane. Kwa material yanakuwa transported lakini kwa kutumia protein maalum ambazo zinapatikana kwenye membrane. Many larger molecules such as glucose, insoluble lipid, and two large material to fit through the membrane pore, they pass through transporter protein. Kwa many large material pamoja na glucose na zile lipid insoluble molecules na ambazo haziwezi kupita direct katika membrane pore, zinakuwa zinapita kupitia hizi transport protein. Okay, good example is reabsorption of glucose from the alimentary canal, absorption ya glucose molecule kutoka kwenye mfumo mmeng'enyo wa chakula au from the small intestine to the blood stream, involve type of diffusion known as facilitated diffusion. Okay, also another type of passive transport is osmosis. So in osmosis is a movement of water molecule from the region of high water potential to the region of low water potential through partial permeable membrane. So let me give you one concept. Osmosis, it is a part of diffusion, but in osmosis involve only movement of water molecule. Yaani namaanisha kwamba diffusion, yani osmosis anatokana na diffusion. Kwa sababu gani? In osmosis tuna material move from a region of high concentration to that is low concentration, but hapa kwenye osmosis material yanayo move ni only water. So osmosis ni special case of diffusion, ambao osmosis here ina involve movement of only water. So osmosis is a movement of water molecule from a region of high water potential. Tukisema region of high water potential means region of high concentration of water to the region of low water potential to the region of low water amount through a partial permeable membrane, kupitia partial permeable membrane. So okay, or is a passage of water molecule from a region of their high concentration. So from a region of high water concentration to a region of their low concentration through partial permeable membrane. And when we say partial permeable membrane allows the passage of water molecule only. Partial permeable membrane. But when we say selective permeable membrane, it allows only the passage of selective molecule, water and the other molecule. But partial permeable membrane allows the passage of water molecule only. Note, by definition, water potential is the ability of water molecule to move from a region of high concentration to that of low concentration, or is a measure of the difference in potential energy between water in a sample and a pure water in a reference pool. So water potential tunasema kwamba is a measure of difference in water potential energy. Tunaposema kwamba tunapima difference in water potential energy, ni sawa na kusema kwamba it is a measure of the difference of ability of water to move. Okay, kwa tunapima difference of ability of water molecule to move. Ikiwa sample yako ina high ability of water molecule to move, the water molecule will move from that sample to the another sample. Okay, kwa tunakuwa tunaicompare solution yetu na pure water. Okay, the water potential of water is 0. Okay, so tunaicompare na water potential ya solution, tunaicompare na water potential ya pure water. So any solution has water potentials less than 0, means negative value. Pure water has 0 water potential, which is the largest value. But any other solution has negative water potential. Okay, hope you understand it. It means that water moves from a region of high potential energy to that of low potential energy. So a cell with a less negative water potential will draw in water, but this depends on other factors such as solubility potential and the pressure potential. So here I want to look at water potential inakuwa affected, or the ability of water molecule to move is determined by two factors. These two factors are solubility potential and the pressure potential. Okay, so water potential is equal to solubility potential plus pressure potential. Solubility potential, what is the solubility potential? Solubility potential is the amount of solute in your solution. Solution ikiwa ina high amount of solute, it means itakuwa ina low water potential, na kiwango cha maji katika solution haitaweza kumove kwenda katika solution nyingine. Instead, solution hiyo itaabsorb water from another solution. Okay, also pressure potential. Pressure potential, this is the effect of external force on your solution. Kwa mfano, kama utakuwa na solution yako katika container, tujalie umetia water katika ndoo, halafu zeni ukawa una compress, una apply pressure. Kama ile ndoo itakuwa ina tundu, basi maji yanaweza yakatoka. It means that pale ability of water molecule to move ume increase, au ume increase water potential, ability of water molecule to move. Therefore, kumbe pressure potential ikiongezeka, kila ikiwa kubwa pressure potential, it means that na maji ndio yatazidi kumove. Kila ukiapply pressure kubwa na movement of water itazidi kuwa kubwa. Na pia kila ikiwa kwamba, lakini ipo inverse proportional to solubility potential. Solubility potential ikiwa kubwa, basi ability of water molecule to move itapungua, na hii ndio formula ya water potential. Tutakuja kuangalia katika effect of osmosis in living organism kabla ya kuingia katika active transport katika kipindi kinachofuata.